The symbol of the lion in ancient America.
What if the lion wasn't just an animal, but a spirit that once guided America's heart? A forgotten guardian of courage, roaring silently through the nation's soul. Long before the modern age, the lion appeared in the myths and dreams of many American tribes. It was not a predator to be feared, but a protector to be revered. In the vast landscapes of ancient America, its presence was woven into the very fabric of spiritual life, a symbol of divine strength and unwavering truth. Its spirit was a silent testament to the power that lay hidden within the wilderness and within the human heart. This was not the African lion of distant savannas, but a creature born of the American continent itself. The mountain lion, often called the puma, was sacred to the Navajo, Hopi, and Zuni peoples, among many others. They saw in its solitary grace and fierce independence a reflection of the ideal warrior and the perfect hunter. Its spirit was believed to guard those who fought for their people, offering them a courage that was as deep and untamed as the mountains it roamed. For hunters, its keen senses and patient stalking were a divine lesson, a spiritual guide that ensured success and respect for the natural world. To these cultures, the puma was more than just a master of the physical realm, it was a guardian of the spiritual one. They believed its spirit watched over those who walked the path of truth, its luminous eyes seeing through deception and illuminating the way forward. Its presence in a vision or a dream was a powerful omen, a sign that a person was under the protection of a formidable and ancient power. The mountain lion was a silent keeper of sacred traditions, its spirit a powerful reminder of the strength found in quiet dignity and resolute courage. Yet, this profound connection has faded from the nation's collective memory. The roar of this spiritual guardian has grown faint, its stories buried beneath the noise of a new world. What was once a central figure in the spiritual landscape of America has become a shadow, a forgotten symbol of the courage that once defined the continent's heart. The spirit of the lion, the protector of warriors, and the guide for truth-seekers now waits to be remembered, its silent power still echoing in the wild places where it once reigned.
The lion spirit across the New World.
As settlers pushed across the New World, the spirit of the lion found a new home. It wasn't just in the wild anymore. It became a powerful emblem woven into the very fabric of a budding nation. Think about it. The lion, a creature of immense strength and courage, began appearing everywhere. You'd see it etched in the family coats of arms, a proud declaration of lineage and fortitude. It was carved into the stone of national monuments, a silent but potent symbol of power, authority, and the untamed will of a new country. The lion became more than just an animal. It was an ideal. It represented the courage needed to face a vast unknown wilderness and the strength required to build a nation from the ground up. The spirit was a guardian watching over the aspirations and struggles of a people determined to forge their own destiny. It was a shared symbol of pride, a reminder of the inner resolve that defined the American character in those early days. The lion's roar echoed not in the mountains, but in the hearts of the pioneers. Yet, as the decades turned into centuries, something shifted. The relentless march of progress began, to drown out the lion's symbolic roar. As forests gave way to fields, and fields to sprawling cities, America's intimate connection to this guardian started to fade. The concrete and steel of modern life created a new kind of jungle, one where the ancient spirit of the lion seemed to have no place. The once revered symbol became obscured, buried under layers of new priorities and distractions. The noise of industry, the rush of daily life, the constant push for what's next, all of it contributed to a collective amnesia. The spirit of the lion, that emblem of raw courage and unwavering strength, was slowly forgotten. It became a relic, a detail in an old painting or a carving on a building that people walked past without a second glance. The guardian of America's nascent strength was pushed into the shadows of history, its powerful meaning lost in the clamor of a nation that had, in many ways, forgotten the wild spirit that first inspired it.
The spiritual meaning.
In the rich tapestry of Native American spirituality, The lion holds a unique and profound significance, one often overshadowed by its more common portrayals of dominance and raw power. This spiritual interpretation moves beyond the physical, delving into a deeper understanding of what it means to be truly strong. It suggests that the lion's essence is not about ruling over others or asserting control through force. Instead, it embodies the delicate and essential concept of balance. The lion, in this context, is a powerful teacher. It instructs that authentic strength is not born from a desire to dominate the world around us, but from achieving a harmonious union between our inner power and our innate wisdom. It is the perfect equilibrium of might and mindfulness of action and introspection. This perspective reframes the very idea of power, transforming it from a tool of control into a source of inner fortitude and serene confidence. The lion's presence is a guide, showing us how to walk through life with a quiet strength that emanates from a place of centeredness and self-awareness. When we think of the lion, its thunderous roar is often the first thing that comes to mind. In this spiritual tradition, the roar is not a declaration of war or a threat aimed at intimidating others. It is something far more meaningful. It is a call to awakening. This resonant sound is a profound and stirring reminder, echoing through the spirit to awaken the dormant courage that lies within each of us. It urges us to find our own voice, to stand firm in our convictions, and to face life's challenges not with aggression, but with a heart full of bravery and a spirit aligned with the wisdom of the ages. The lion's call is an invitation to connect with our own inner guardian of strength and courage.
The lion's presence in modern America.
Think about the symbols that represent America. The eagle soaring high is an obvious one, but what about the lion? It might not be native to our lands, but its spirit is woven deep into the fabric of American identity, a forgotten guardian of strength and courage. For centuries, the lion has been a universal emblem of royalty, power, and bravery. When early European settlers arrived on these shores, they brought this powerful symbol with them. They saw in the lion the very virtues they needed to survive and build a new nation: unyielding strength, fierce determination, and a noble heart. They carved lions into the facades of their most important buildings, courthouses, libraries, and government offices. These weren't just decorations, they were declarations. They were a message to the world that this new land was built on a foundation of courage and would be defended with the heart of a lion. Take a stroll through any major American city, look up at the grand architecture. You'll find them silent and steadfast, flanking the entrances of iconic institutions. The two majestic lions guarding the New York Public Library, named Patience and Fortitude, are perfect examples. They were named during the Great Depression to remind New Yorkers of the qualities they needed to endure the hard times. These stone guardians are more than just art. They are a constant, physical reminder of the resilience and spirit that define America. They stand watch, embodying the courage to face adversity and the strength to overcome it. The lion's presence isn't confined to stone and marble. Its roar echoes through our culture in countless ways. Look at the world of sports. Teams like the Detroit Lions in the NFL adopt the lion's image to project power, teamwork, and a relentless will to win. They want their players and their fans to feel that same primal energy, that fighting spirit. It's a symbol that says, we will not be intimidated. We will not back down. And of course, there's Hollywood. How many of you have felt that thrill of anticipation when the MGM lion roars at the beginning of a movie? For nearly a century, that roar has been the sound that signals the start of a story, an adventure. It's a cultural touchstone, a symbol of grand entertainment and cinematic magic, recognized and loved by generations of Americans. It's a powerful, unifying sound that connects us all to the magic of the silver screen. From the stoic statues on our city streets to the roaring emblems on our sports jerseys and movie screens, the lion remains a potent symbol in America. It's a quiet but constant presence, a nod to the virtues we admire most: strength, courage, and dignity. So the next time you see a lion, whether it's carved in stone or roaring on a screen, take a moment. Remember that it's more than just an image. It's an echo of an ancient protector, a silent guardian reminding us of the enduring spirit that helped build this nation, a spirit of courage, resilience, and unwavering honor. It's a reminder for all of us to live boldly and face our own challenges with the heart of a lion.
The forgotten guardian.
For centuries, a powerful symbol has roamed the landscapes of human imagination, a king not by crown, but by sheer presence and unyielding will. The lion, we see it on ancient flags in epic poems, and hear its roar in tales of heroism. But in the vast tapestry of America, a nation built on pioneering spirit and bold ambition, have we forgotten our connection to this primal emblem of courage? Think about it. The early settlers pushing into untamed wilderness, didn't they possess a lion's heart? Facing the unknown, they stood their ground, carving out a new world not with brute force alone, but with a fierce determination to protect their families and build their dreams. Every revolutionary who stood against tyranny, every activist who demanded justice, every innovator who dared to think differently, they all channeled that same spirit. It's the spirit that says, I will not be broken. I will not be silenced. I will face this challenge head on. This isn't about a literal animal that once roamed these lands. It's about a metaphorical guardian, an archetype of strength that resides deep within the American psyche. The lion doesn't back down. It assesses, it strategizes, but when it moves, it does so with absolute conviction. It embodies a quiet confidence, a power that doesn't need to boast. That's the strength found in the quiet resolve of a farmer working the land from dawn to dusk, the courage of a firefighter running towards danger, and the resilience of a community rebuilding after a storm. But somewhere along the way, have we let that roar soften to a whisper? In our modern world of comfort and convenience, it's easy to forget the raw, untamed courage required to build something great. We're often encouraged to play it safe, to follow the path of least resistance. We worry more about fitting in than standing out, more about avoiding failure than chasing greatness. We've been lulled into a sense of security that can sometimes dull our inner fire. The spirit of the lion, however, never truly left. It waits within us in every act of bravery, in every moment we choose to stand tall and defend our principles. It's there when a young entrepreneur risks everything for an idea they believe in. It's there when a parent makes sacrifices for their child's future. It's there every time you face a personal fear, take a deep breath, and push through it anyway. That is the lion's roar echoing in your soul. When you face your next mountain, your next moment of doubt or fear, remember this forgotten guardian. The lion still lives, not in the wild plains of a distant continent, but right here in your heart. It is the untamed strength you were born with, the courage that is your birthright. The spirit of the lion, America's forgotten guardian of strength and courage. Let us not only remember its roar, but find the strength to awaken our own. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, please consider liking and subscribing for more content that explores the powerful ideas that shape us.